The year is 1791. George III is the monarch. Northumberland is still a wild and unpopulated county, but is about to be rocked by a terrible and heinous murder. A murder that is solved by a young shepherd's boy. The Raw Pelt is an isolated cottage, owned by the elderly Margaret Crozier, who also runs a shop from it. Believing the elderly woman to be wealthy, William Winter, a traveller recently released from prison, and his accomplices Jane and Eleanor Clark, quickly murdered her, stealing drapery and other goods from the shop. The murderers were eventually caught with the help of a young shepherd called Robert Hindmarsh, who the day before had seen the trio behave suspiciously. He even took special notice of the pattern and number of nails on Winter's shoes, a detail that was used as a primary source of evidence to secure a conviction. Winter and the Clark sisters were tried and hanged on the 10th of August 1792, almost a year after they murdered Margaret Crozier. While the Clark sisters' bodies were sent for dissection, Winter was made an example of. A gibbet was erected close to the site of the murder. The courts ordered that Winter be placed in an iron cage and hung in chains from the gibbet, his body left on display on that Winthrop moor until his clothes disintegrated and his body rotted away. What of the gibbet now? Well, a 19th century replica remains on the site of the original at Stone Cross, a reminder to the 18th century injustice. The original succumbed to the frequently harsh moorland weather, but Folklore also claims that splinters whittled from the gibbet itself could cure toothache. But due to its notorious history, landowner William Trevelyan rebuilt the gibbet in 1867, and there it has remained and maintained ever since. But this wouldn't be a paranormal YouTube channel without a spooky element. You see, the gibbet, as you would expect, is a location where William Winter may find himself bound. Over the generations, many walkers, horse riders, motorists, farmers, and other people driving the road late at night have reported seeing a shadowy figure dressed in 18th century clothing, standing at the base of the gibbet. Others claim that you can hear the horrific metallic sound of chains rattling and creaking in the wind, despite the modern replica being completely still. Although missing during the visits I have made to Winter's gibbet this year, a wooden carved head has frequently hung from the gibbet itself. Paranormal investigators visiting the site after dark have claimed that they had the feeling the head was watching them as they moved around its base, and a heavily oppressive atmosphere that makes people want to leave the site as quickly as possible. So, what do you think? Do you think William Winter's ghost still lingers at this site? Would you carry out a paranormal investigation here after dark? I've been Richard Napper. This has been Favourite Haunts. Sleep tight.